And we're live! Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. Get my robe on here. There we go. Ah, welcome. Happy... What day is it? Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, indeed. Hello, LZ, Haliak, Bloody Syndrome. Hello, YFN. How ya doing? Ow. I have such sensitive girly fingers, I swear. Opening a frickin' tin can, I'm like, ow, my finger. But anyway, hello, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. How you're all doing? How y'all doing? It better be a beer. Nope, it's V8. I don't drink alcohol, actually. I can't handle it, and I don't like the taste. I'm too much of a lightweight, too, so I'd be on the floor with 2 sips. Wish I was joking. But yeah. And apologies if you hear my heater in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's really cold today. Like, my hands, like, I'm so cold. It's like 50 degrees in the house. I'm like, come on, little heater, you got this. I can't wear gloves while I'm playing or working, so it just kind of doesn't work out. Alright. Hope you enjoyed my Dwarf Paladin. I'm just going to do one for all my characters. I saw King. Looks awesome. I like the little, the mog you got going on there. Also, I appreciate, was it you that had said that about the tabard, that not that you can tell what tabard it is anyways, because you're a dwarf or however you said it. I chuckled at that, just so you know. And hello, Cypher. How you doing? Welcome. Alright, so you all saw the title. We're going to farm Karazhan, specifically return to Karazhan the dungeon. Because I just learned that apparently you can farm heroic repeatedly, which is unusual because heroic is usually a daily lockout. But since I guess because it doesn't have a normal, you can farm heroic repeatedly. I've been doing it for the past like hour. You can just reset it like it's a normal dungeon. So I'm like, well, that's interesting. Cool. Good for me though, because frickin' Moros has a item called the Broken Pocket Watch, which is a quest item. It'll start a quest. It's really rare. That eventually leads to you getting him as a follower for your Legion Order Hall. And it's the last thing I need for my Legion Order Hall. I have everything else done. But he won't drop it. I don't remember how many attempts I'm up to, but good heavens, he won't drop it. And, if y'all recall from past streams, I can't do Karazhan's music because I get copyright struck for Karazhan's music, even though it's in the game. So I have another alt who's going to be moving around to various places, and, congrats, Silver. And, sitting in fun places for music. So, right now I've got the, Dragonflight Tavern. So, that's what we're gonna do. So I was doing my Northrend Loremaster today and discovered the cave where Arthas found Frostmourne. I didn't know it was in the game. I remembered it from Warcraft 3. Cool, right? I think, if I remember it, isn't there a quest that takes you in there? Well, I guess that's probably why you were in there, because you said you were doing Loremaster. But, yeah, cool, right? It's pretty interesting. Yeah, the trim on Tearsguard kind of looks like the tabard of the Explorer when you have a cape and a big beard to cover up the logo. Yes. I'm okay with that. Tavern music is the best. I'm glad, because I know Karazhan music slaps, but I don't know why I get copyright struck when I play it. So, and it's really weird. I think it's like one of those auto copyright bot things. It's not like someone being like, hey, you're playing my music. Because it's always by the same, like, band. And they don't sound anything like the song. So I don't know. They've had to, like, approve, like, my videos, like, 3 or 4 different times. And I'm like, alright, this is getting tired for the both of us. So I'm just gonna, like, turn off Karazhan music. Because I have to go through the appeal process. And they have to look at it. And they're like, oh, yeah. It's just music from the game. That's not this band or whoever it is. What? And I'm like, YouTube, please. It's so annoying. So no Karazhan music, I'm afraid. Just too much of a hassle. But yeah, and you'll see that I am mostly naked except for my shirt and tabard, because it is unfortunately the week I chose to farm this is the Murgia and Tony one. If you kill them right off the bat or too fast, the fight will glitch out and you have to like hearth out to reset it. So I've found if you just auto down the first guy and then auto the Murloc down, and then when they both come out together, then you can kill them with one shot. So I'm naked, which is fine because I gotta drink the nitro fuel to die and get out at the end anyway. So this is just a half naked run, musicless half naked run. Anyway, it's for some weapon or something. I just went there because my PF told me to go look for it. Ah, nice. Very cool. I know the Shadowmourne questline sends you there. Not sure if anything else does. That must be what I'm thinking of. I remember like being sent in there like ages ago and then being like, oh, this is the place. That was pretty cool. True, the music is good there too, but that is strange. Right? Yeah, it's very odd. And it was getting frustrating, so I was like, forget it. I'll just, you know, not do that. There we go. That's how you make that fight not glitch out. So anyway, what we're going to be doing here is I kill the first boss, which is the opera, and then I run down to Moros and kill him, loot him, kill myself, come back, do it all over again. And hopefully he'll give me the pocket watch because I want him as a follower. Really exciting, but you know, the things we do to complete stuff in WoW. Hello, Wishes. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Why are we doing Karazhan today? For the pocket watch from Moros. That way we can get him as a follower for my Legion Order Hall. I'll never use him. I literally just want him for collection purposes, so. Can't wait to do my Northrend Loremaster one of these days. I'm mostly stuck in Howling Fjord when Wrath was current, because I was the newbie's noob. No, totally understandable. And there's nothing wrong with that. Howling Fjord is gorgeous. Like, visually, it's probably in my top, I don't know, 15 zones in WoW. And that sounds low, but consider that we have like 130 plus zones. That's a lot. Let's see, how many am I up to? Ah! Broken pocket watch. I'm up to 354 attempts. Ah! I was wondering. I hadn't been looking. That would explain it. So here we are. 354 attempts later. And that's not including all the times I did this in Legion and BFA and Shadowlands, because I didn't add this tracker for it. Well, I did it in Shadowlands until like late Shadowlands, so that's technically not even an accurate number. There's a lot of places like that in game. You remember them from Warcraft 3 and suddenly find yourself in the spot and you're like, this is the place! Ah! So true. So true. Greetings! Hello, Whittly. How you doing? What is the least favorite zone? Honestly, I don't know. Oh! Thank you so much for these stretch and postures, Tickstroop. Everybody stretch! If you haven't, since we just started already, if you haven't, stand up, stretch, de-shrimpify, touch your toes, touch your nose, sit back down. Check your posture. Thank you for that. But no, Hippo, and I honestly have no idea what my least favorite zone would be. Like, judging purely off of aesthetics, I don't think I really have a, like, non-favorite. I think it's just kind of categories at this point. I know, that simple greetings doesn't sound at all like me, so here we go. Kraken, my goodness, what a joy to see you. I hope you're having the most Krakenous morning so far. I'm shaking in eternal glee that you're live. Faints, that's better, I feel like myself again. You're totally fine, Whittly, and good to see you, my brother and Ziri. How you doing? Honestly, it's a shame that Zira's dead, just because, like, We've ascended into the Brotherhood of the Zero ship. But, alas. Good evening, Tix. Glad to have you here. There we go. Yeah, I love it there. My only memories of Classic Wrath now is that a Nelf Hunter was my first character, and then I had a Draenei Death Knight in Howling Fjord. I was 14, I think? I don't know math. Dang. Let's see, when was Wrath? What year? What years did Wrath span? How old would I have been? Anyone remember? Let's see. If 2002... No, 2004. 4 to 6 was vanilla. Then 6 to 8 would have been BC, and 8 to 10, approximately, would have been Wrath, right? So, let me pull up a calculator. Let's see, how old would I have been in? We'll say 2008. Minus 1992. I'd have been 16, so we're not that far apart in age. Last time just popped in the end. Now you can bring your mount luck. You can indeed. You can indeed. Glad to have you here, Tix. Brag your mount luck, yes. Blizzard also said the old gods are dead, but who knows what is truly dead and what isn't. Accurate. That is accurate. Although we did actually see in game, I mean, Illidan totally wrecked her shit. And we literally used her spare parts to power the Crucible. So, I think she might be dead. That one might be... she might be dead. She might be done. Then again, I don't know if like Naru are reborn or anything, kind of like old gods are. Because I do know that according to the Shadowlands, Naru don't come to the Shadowlands. We had that specifically confirmed in one of the quests. I mean, like, there is a Naru there, but they were captured. They don't, like, die and go there. That's what I mean. So, maybe they go back to their light realm and they're reborn. I don't know. Kind of interesting. I'm sure there's a way we could revive her. Anyway, thanks. I'm good. Still having the time of my life in ESO. Even tried my first public dungeon today because you were praising them. But the experience was kind of, huh? Because there were no bosses. The only other person running around like crazy, killing everything. Went back to doing my story. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sure because of the style, it's probably a mixed bag. TLPD, Fretton, Kodo, Camel Mimrun, Secret Mountain, single session. Nice, congrats. That's awesome. There we go. I am my scars. Ah, that's still so awesome. Still the best. Why am I running Karazhan? So I can hopefully get the pocket watch off of Moros over here and get him as a follower for my Legion haul. This guy right here. Because he refuses to give it. It's a really low drop. We're up to 355 attempts so far, which is not including all of my attempts in Legion and BFA. Oh, because it's a special item, so I had to add it to rarity. They might be like demons, but for light creatures. Probably, that would be my guess. Is the majority of like the other cosmic entities don't actually go to the Shadowlands like when they die. It's like just for us. I have some pretty wild theories, some harebrained theories regarding that, because mortality didn't exist for a long time, which means that that part of the Shadowlands is like newer in the grand scheme of things. But we're not gonna get on that harebrained theory. I have some pretty crazy lore theories, so you know. The light version of Ardenweald where they just get regrown. Or there's like some badass like lightsmiths in the light realm when they're just like hammering these things back together, frickin' like, I don't know, Asgard style. Kick them back out into space, like, there you go. That'd be cool. Well, I won't give up. You made me love Shadowlands even though I swore to myself I would purge all memory of it. So I'm gonna end up loving Public Dungeons too. Understanding. What for the watch? I need the broken pocket watch from Moros so I can get him as a follower for my Legion class hall. There we go. It drops off of him. It's a very, very, very low drop rate, so we'll see if I get it. I mean, the game is super great. I'm not even exaggerating. Shocking coming from me. I know. It is. It's because you're special. Yes, we are special. We are the specialist of special. They made a little shadow lens just for us. In fact, if you look at the pillar, the cosmic chart, the just like the Emerald Dream, the Shadowlands is separate from the major Death Pillar, which means highly possibly it's just our access to that side, and we don't actually get to see who the real gods of death are. And those were just tiny little puppets, which actually is like perfect. Still think the Primus is the real bad guy though. Anyway. Last day after stream, I realized what warrior I could make and thought of Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. And lightbulb moment, I put those Erdar skin colors to use. Ah, perfect. Smart. Definitely smart. I've heard a lot of people like Karlach, so. Perfect. Is this pour light into a mold to remake the Nara? Oh wait, we already did that to her. Accurate. There she is. Also, I love Geralt from Witcher so much. I needed to make an alt similar to him, and almost did Pally, but I already have a human Pally, so I'm choosing to try a survival hunter for him for now. There we go. And planning for getting a brown horse for the pet. Perfect. Good choice. Good choice. I do like survival hunter. I hope you enjoy it. That one's a fun one. Separate but equal, it's the Jim Crow death realm. Exactly. Karlach is hot. Yeah? I'm not super into girls myself, but that's what the consensus seems to be. Oh, I didn't want to equip that. Whoopsie. I had to remember I'm not equipping that. There we go. Alright. What mouse am I using? Planning on buying a new one soon? A Logitech G305. It fits my little girl. Oh! We got raided bright and early this time. Hello, Pizza Powers. Welcome. Glad to have you here. How you doing? How was your stream? She is bar for buy. Well, don't worry. I can appreciate a good hot woman, but I'm really not bi either, actually. I think I'm quite straight. Not really into girls. Not really my thing. But still. I like men. Mm-hmm. That's where it's at for me. Can you all die, please? Moros, please. Anyway, thank you so much for the raid, Pizza Powers. There we go. Hope your stream went all well. Glad to have you here. Hello, it was great. I farmed mounts and M+ keys. What you up to? Awesome. Hope you got some drops at least. Something cool. I am farming Moros in return to Karazhan for the broken pocket watch. He won't drop it. So we're just going to be doing him repeatedly until I get it and or hit lockout. That's the plan. But the mouse Olsey I'm using is a Logitech G305. It's nothing fancy. It's got 2 side buttons, one of which is actually broken. I've had it for years and years and years, but it fits my little girl hand, so that's why I like it. And it's wireless. Doesn't do anything special. When the Holy Void was that sound in my ear canals just now. That was a raid, Whittly. That was a raid. Not into girls either, but I can tell when one is attractive. Oh yeah, same Betty. Same. There we go. Try again. There we go. OMG, no, I want the broken pocket watch too. Well, good luck if you try to farm it, because it's a really low drop. And if you do happen to get it, you can get Moros as a follower in your Legion Order Hall. It's character specific, unfortunately, so I can't just throw alts at it. Gotta do it on my main. Which is fine. Men indeed. Can't live without them, and can't live with them, and can't live without them. Accurate. I know it was a raid, but that sound was almost graphic. Indeed, that is from the Donkey Kong 64 game, and I'm super pleased that I found it. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite games of all time, actually. I'm old school. Most of my favorite games are actually on the PS2, the N64, or the Game Boy Color. So, sure, it's not the Donkey Kong 69 game. I know, I'll stop. Come on, Whittly. I mean, they do have a rap. Their intro rap is pretty great. Does it only drop in the dungeon version of Karazhan? Yes, it does. According to everything I've read, it's only from the dungeon version because it's a Legion edition, and they did not add it to the raid version. And also, I love the banana sound. I frequently quote that and the get out from the Scary Pyramid. Yes! When they're freaking, that was terrifying as a child. When they'd freaking aim at you with the sniper on your screen, the sights, and they're just like, get out. And you're like, It's so great. Oh, I love these games. If I ever get big enough where I'm allowed to play other games, that one's definitely on the list. I have my old 64 and all the games for it, so I can stream it. Oh, do you know what's in WoW 2? STV Island King Mukla. Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty funny. Plus the golden banana toy. Cracks me up. Ugh, yeah, I love my old Nintendo systems and PS2. Same. I'm old. But I love it, though. It's great. Yes, indeed. Hello, Sigilla. How you doing? Hi, Kraken in chat. Sorry to hear about your Twitch partner application. Next time. Yeah, one day. I'll probably try in like a year or two again. Apparently, my stream numbers fluctuate too much for them. Apparently. I was pretty proud of my numbers, but you know, whatever. Whatever, man. It's fine. Alright. Oh, Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy on PS2. Yes, also I love Sly Cooper so much. Ah, same. Kingdom Hearts is definitely up there. Definitely Final Fantasy. And another one of my favorites are the Jak and Daxter series. 1, 2, and 3. Loved all 3 of them. They were great. What? They rejected your application again? Yep. The first time they said I was growing too fast. And the second time they said my numbers fluctuate too much. I'm starting to think they just don't like me. Oh well, whatever. What? These algorithms are dumb. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm like, dude, I can't control when people, like, can and can't be available. What do you want me to do? Oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's not like it's a pay raise anyway. I literally only want it so that I can manually choose when to start my ads. Because that's the advantage. I can start my ad and actually time it correctly with my coffee breaks instead of trying to fight with it and having it always be late or early and never lining up. And then I'm like, oh, I guess we're having a coffee break now because it decided to not do it on the hour. That's the only reason I want it. Boop. Breaking my ankles. Alright, Moros. Pocket watch, please. Nope. We go again! Isn't this exciting? Kill Moros, die. Kill Moros, die. It's okay. Blah. Cruel world. Oh. Oh, I have this tiny heater in front of me, and it feels so nice on my fingers. There are people who made partner after only 3 months, or so they claim, so that excuse is ridiculous. I'll have a word with Mr. Bezos about this. Well, not now, because it's almost Susie Chambers, but tomorrow and then. It's okay, Whitley. It's not a big deal. If there actually was a pay raise, I might be more sore, but there's not. You just get some more emote slots and, like, the ability to say when your ads actually drop. There's not really much to it than that. Have you seen the December trading post items? So much good stuff this month. I saw. I'm, like, both excited and disappointed because, like, the thing I wanted most was, like, a lot of it. I know that doesn't help, but I'm like, no! They put 2 sets of the hoods again. They put a tabard. They put, like, the roby cloth-looking pants thing. They put the candy cane weapon. And they put one of the classes I really wanted. I can't remember which one it was this month. Mage. Really want mage. And I'm like, no! Blizzard! I'm not going to be able to buy all these. Killing me. Throws Kraken plushie at Bezos. Accept the application. Oh, man. If I had the money to make Kraken plushies, I absolutely would. I would absolutely make little plushies of my avatar. Someday, when I have enough money to do that, that is actually on my list. Little canary and silver and Kraken plushies. And silver would be a little fox. So we'd be a little Kraken, a little fox, and a little bird. Just our trio of chaos. Oh, I'm both afraid and dying to look. I never have enough tenders. Same, Betty's. Same. I'm pretty sure the purple tick will make you much more attractive for possible sponsorships and other monetization thingies, so it's definitely something to be sore about. I suppose, but I have no intention of doing any sponsorships unless it's literally related to WoW. And I don't think Blizzard ever does sponsorships that I know of, so not really into that, to be honest. I'm lucky because I can pass on most of the gear in the trading post except the candy sword, but I'm going to have to freeze a mount or something. I saw! They put a mount on the, oops. I did that too early. Uh-oh. There we go. Just in time. They put the mount on the red fox instead of the pet. They swapped them. The pet is the freebie this time, and I'm like, oh, I wanted the fox mount, and I'm not going to be able to buy it. Boo. So I'm a little disappointed about that. Come here, you. OMG, I'd totally buy one. I'm a plushie fiend. Alright, I would totally make one too. But I don't want like those crappy little ugly wrong ones. I'd want it really well made and soft and actually kind of snuggly, you know? And it's just, they charge you an arm and a leg to do that. Like, I don't make that much. Otherwise, I totally would. Oh well. One day. It's on the list. A Kraken and hugging the canary and fox? Absolutely. They'd be so adorable. Mounts and pets come first, and then I always want some of the cheaper mog, like the cape and hats. I already have the white set, luckily. Did we already have the white hoods, actually? Are those a returning item? Hold on, now you're making me question. We do already have the white hoods! And the red! Wait! Those are returning! I could buy other things! Can you freeze the fox mount? I could if I didn't already have something else frozen. I have the foam sword toy rack frozen for later. On a month that I actually finally have some extra attendees, which will probably be never, to be fair. Oh well. I wonder when they would start selling tendies for cash. Yeah, I don't know. I won't lie, I would definitely buy a couple on months that are particularly delicious. I know people would be up in arms about it, but, you know, I'm like, dude, please. I would actually throw $5 for 500 tendies or something. Oh well. Even though I do love pets, it's the last trading post of the year. Right? Exactly. I love the pets, but I don't know. I'm less excited about it. I was hoping it was going to be the candy cane sword and like the red fox or something. Those feel more themed. I'm not that the little snowy moose thing isn't, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. I have a giant Snorlax plush Build-A-Bear made a year or so back. He's my prized possession. He has his seat of honor on my couch like Sheldon. No one else can sit there. That's adorable. I've always really wanted like a giant freaking Snorlax like beanbag or something, but I just don't have room for it. Beanbags aren't very comfortable, but they're adorable. Oh well. Sell tendies for gold, use it as a gold sink. Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay, yeah, I could see that. I'd definitely spend my gold on that. Huh. Let me submit a suggestion real quick. Hold on. Hold on. I have places I can do this. Let's see, idea. Can we buy... gold as a gold sink in game? Limited per month if needed. Would be a great gold sink and a great to get more traders tenders. There we go. I have submitted to the people that be. Alright. Good idea on that. Good idea, Cypher. Yes, I missed out on Sylveon because by the time you realized they had it, it was out of stock. Aww, I'm sorry. I do have a Pokemon plushie. The only one I have, it's a little one of those sitting cuties, and it's Trico, because Trico's my favorite starter. So, love Trico. It's so freaking cute. Love him. I grew to love like Trico, specifically Gravile, a lot after one of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. Love the Mystery Dungeon games so much. Those are other games that I really want to play on like stream, but the problem is like my favorite ones are the DS versions, and those are really hard to hack. You either have to get like a hacked DS, which is expensive and pain in the butt to set up, or you have to emulate it. And I'm like, but I have the game though! You know? Pain in the butt. Anyway, one day. Same, I always look for big Snorlax plushies. Yes. Attendee Gold Sink is a great idea, right? Random, but you know what I want in WoW? Cowboys and more pirates and vampires. I wouldn't mind going with more trope type stuff, to be fair. I agree. I agree, Haliak. Gimme. Yes, agreed. Anyway, it's Snoozy time. Have the most crackinest rest of your stream, you legend. I'm sorry about the partner thingy. Yes, I know, you're indifferent about it, but still. If there is one person who deserves to be a partner, it's you. Deal with it. Aw, well, thank you. And I won't lie, I'm a tiny bit butthurt, but, you know. Mostly just because the response was, like, surprising to me. I'm like, really? That's your reason? I can't really control that. Ouch. People gotta go to work and have lives, man. I can't hold you guys captive. Nor do I intend to. Guess I'm too casual for their taste. Oh well. You'll get there. It's not a matter of if, but when. I can feel it in my bones. Toodles. See you later, Whittly. Yeah, I'll definitely hit it someday if people don't lose interest in me. Which I say that just because they sure did on my YouTube channel. But that's okay. That be how it do. That be how it do. Come here, you. I didn't want all of you, but I guess we're doing this. Get out of here. Go. Be gone. Onwards. Alright, over to Moros. Over to Moros. I've heard all WoW YouTubers have slowed down. I mean, I've heard that too, but the numbers on other folks beg to differ. But try slowing down. Let's see. What's like 3,000 of 20k? What's let's see. 20 divided by 6. So what's the opposite? Where's the calculator? What percent of 20k is like 3,000? Anyone a math whiz here? Did I get it? No. Alright. It's fine. Next. An admonishing voice echoes from the snoozy chambers. If anyone should ever try to lose interest in you, they need to get past me first. Well, a lot of people got past you, I'm afraid, Whittly. They probably just do negative content. People always seem to flock to that. Yes and no. There's a lot of folks I follow that don't. They do really good stuff. But it's mostly the folks that do, like, all the current stuff. And the unfortunate thing is, since I have chosen the path of the legacy player, all of my guides are legacy stuff. I don't really do current stuff. I can't make guides and stuff I'm not doing, you know? And I'm not going to go out of the way to change completely how I play just for the sake of some more views, which I guess is on me, but I don't know. Maybe that's a me thing. 15% of 20k? Okay. So then, yeah, so it is 85. Okay, I was guessing around 80. We'll try an 85% viewership loss. That you never recovered from. There we go. There's the math. I used to average 20k for all of BFA and early some of Shadowlands. Whoops, stop putting my belt on. Stop it. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Let's do this. There. Now I can't put my belt on. Maybe it'll be better when Worthen launches. Maybe, but I've been saying that for over 4 years now. So it's whatever. I'll just focus on Twitch more. You have the best voice of any YouTuber. Oh, well thank you, Deli Dragon. I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. I love chill content, and streamers don't cuss as I watch when my kid was around. You're welcome. I try not to. I curse slightly more when I'm not on stream, but I really don't curse that much. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Pretty rare. I don't know, I like Nobble's accent. True, Nobble does sound pretty great. He's got a great voice. Great voice, great accent. Maybe people are playing more Dragonflight, and in Shadowlands they played more Legacy because people didn't like SL as much. Well, my views in Shadowlands were pretty low too. Some of Shadowlands was better, but mostly the real hit was in BFA. Ironically, contrary to the opposite of most people's experience, all of my best viewership was when I started. And it's only gotten worse over time. So like, huh. That's interesting. Yeah, it's more niche, but I feel like if we continue to get newer players from Dragonflight on, you might get more new viewers who need legacy content. I'm sure hoping so. Sure hoping so. Oh well, maybe one day. It's okay. Yay, I'm here. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hello, Anastasian. You are here. Welcome. And still with a whole 2 hours to go. Man, you're here early. Welcome. How you doing? All right. Get Tony down here. Get Murgria down here. Let's go. Your guides have helped me a lot, especially the alt leveling ones. Awesome, glad to hear it. And I'm really looking forward to making new leveling guides for the next expansion. The leveling in Dragonflight just hasn't been enjoyable for me because Chromie time is so worked. But hoping, fingers crossed, that with 11.0 they fix it. We'll find out. We'll find out. At the very least, the dragon riding, well, dynamic flight, I guess I gotta start adjusting how I speak. Dynamic riding will make it more interesting. Because you can use that as early as level 30, which is great. You know, next patch, once that fully comes out. We went out to grab supper and saw 2 different major accidents on the same block. People are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs texting while driving. No kidding. Dang. It's getting cray-cray out there. Sheesh. Glad you're okay, Anastasia. Oh my goodness, did you see the December's trading post items? I did! Kind of insane, right? Whole bunch of stuff. So much stuff. And someone pointed out that the red and the white, whatever you call it, hood and cloak sets and the scarves are repeating. And I was like, I'm so happy about that because I'm like, wait, I already have those. Thank goodness. That's a few hundred more tendies I'll have for other things because I really want the mage set. I want it so bad. I know people were mad that it's not the red and green Kael'thas looking set, which I do want. But the blue, though, is for high elves. And I'm like, yes! High elf love. We don't get enough of that. Oh, I started using Opie, but for some reason the main ring displays parts of the sub-rings on it. I only have 2 sub-rings. Am I doing something wrong, or do I just not have enough rings? I'm not sure. Have you used my guide on how to use and set up Opie? I use a very limited part of it, just enough to make what I need. So if you haven't, give that a look. But if it's something wrong with it beyond what I explained in that guide, I'm not sure. Hello, I am returning to WoW. Is Dragonflight a good spot to get back into the game? Or go back to Classic if I want to focus on story? Hello, Guncutter. It's totally subjective. I'm the worst person to ask about story, to be honest, because I am not super into a lot of the Dragonflight story, but other people are like really liking it. It feels very 50-50. But I'm more of a collector instead of a story goer. A collector and a lore nerd. So in my opinion, the answer is always yes. It's always a good time to come back to WoW. But if you're wanting specifically on story, maybe give Dragonflight a look to see, if you'd be interested in what's going on. Because there is a lot of story. It just hasn't been my cup of tea, Hopefully that helps. I don't know how helpful that is, but I'm obsessed with the data mine to Caldora backpacks. Need them all. Oh, same, Helix, same! I love backpacks. Like, they're so cute, especially in video games. I was that kid that always had, how they're like, girls have so many bags. Well, I was the backpack girl. I always had a gajillion different backpacks. I still do, actually. I even have a Horde one. I don't have an Alliance one, ironically, but yeah, I got a Pikachu one, I got a bear, I have a dragon, I have all kinds of stuff. I never use them anymore, but I used to, back when I was in college, in high school. Yeah, that's why I installed it? I'm not sure then. I started using Opie, for some reason the main ring displays parts of the sub-rings on it. I only have 2 sub-rings. I mean, I have mine show sub-rings, but only what I put on it, so I'm not sure. Best X-Pack since Legion? Well, there you go. Betty says it's the best since Legion, so for me it's like my 5th favorite, but I know I'm usually in the minority on that one, so. Kraken, we are so on the same page. I'm a collector and a quester. Started playing a month before MOP. Favorite X-Packs, MOP, Legion, BFA, Shadowlands. Nice! We're pretty much right in the same category. Yeah, my top 5 are going to be Legion, BFA, Shadowlands, WoD, and Dragonflight. Dragonflight's my 5th. So, we're pretty much in the same category. I love it. Whoop! There we go. It's okay, I'll keep fiddling with it. Sorry, Betty. Hope you figure out what the deal is. Yeah, unfortunately, when I make guides on something, I put literally all of the knowledge I have about that whatever it is in the guide. So if it's like a problem that I don't cover in the guide, it's highly likely I don't know what it is. Especially since I tend to not use add-ons to their fullest. I only will like use them for specific parts and then just forget the rest. So I'm kind of the worst person about that. I'm not sure about the Dragonflight story. I enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it in my mind, but I can't say I follow it as it's my favorite part about WoW. But I think Dragonflight has been a very enjoyable experience overall, especially dragon riding. A lot of good updates. Oh yeah, like, for me, I'm very 50-50 just because, like, the really good, the 50 that's really good is really good. And the 50 that's not that good is, not bad, just not for me, you know? So that's why it's kind of very both ways for me. Whoops, I used my Wake of Ashes too early. That's okay. I'll get them down. My two faves are Dragonflight and Legion. Good choices. Very good choices. Here we go. No pocket watch. Alright. We press on. I did like WoD, but I feel they dropped the ball at the end. It's like they cut the movie without the ending and wham, fast forward to the next X-Pack. Oh, they absolutely did. Excuse me while I choke on myself. Woof! There, I'm okay. I choked on my drink and then, like, started sneezing. Like, my body's trying to kill me. Good gravy.